I'm being very, very programmed in the way that I do this because I want to do this with strategy. I want to be strategic in how I spend my time. I don't want to spend a lot of time getting no's where no one answers the door. What's up, guys? Dwayne Richens. We're going to talk about some important things about exploding your business. I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on things you need to be doing on a daily basis if you're going to get to a point where your business takes off to that next level. So dive in, grab a piece of paper, grab a pencil, let's write this stuff down, and then the most important thing is to take action. Too many people gain knowledge, and people always say knowledge is key. Knowledge is key. Guess what? Knowledge is good, but knowledge doesn't do you crap until you apply what you're learning and get it working for you. You've got to work at it. So like if you go to the gym and you got this perfect plan of how I'm going to work out, what it's going to look like, and you don't pick up a weight, guess what? You are not going to gain any muscle mass and you're not going to achieve the goals that you're after. So as we dive in today, I want you to look at some of the perks of what we do and how we do it and what things can help you to get to that next level faster and to help you explode your business. I'm not just talking about growing your business, I'm talking about exploding your business, because in reality, there's so much good stuff out there that will help you be able to increase your volume to make it to where you do not have to prospect anymore, that you're simply just knocking doors and building a lifestyle that then is going to work for you. And guys, this is exactly what I'm talking about today. So first, let's dive into the most important part of the day. On Sundays, you should be planning. You should be planning out what you're going to do for the week. And what does that mean? What do you plan? I'd be planning what I need to accomplish, number one, what actions I'm going to take to improve my business. Too often, you're spending a bunch of time planning what you hope for. This is not a hope session. This is not a dream session. This is an action session of what you're going to do this week to move the needle forward. If you've got to have 10 under contract, what things are you going to do? What time are you getting up on Monday? How does it look from 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning, from 11 to 12, and plan out your day? Now, what I've found is most real estate agents are spending so much time on the busy work that they do not get involved in the prospecting. The prospecting is where you're going to find clients. That's what we're paid to do. Too often, real estate agents act like they're secretaries. They're handling paperwork, they're doing social media marketing, they're literally planning out how they can effectively not work. That's what we got to change. If you want to be successful, plan out your work schedule. You are a salesperson, male or female. You're a salesperson that has to get out and get in front of clients, talk to clients, ask them the questions. Have they ever thought about buying, selling, or investing in real estate? And then help them accomplish those goals. And you're going to do that through questions. So number one, plan the week out. Plan what areas you're going to be knocking. Plan out what happens once you find clients. Who are you going to send them to? Who is your showing assistants? How are you going to accomplish that? Then how many people do you need to talk to in order to pick up a client? Once you have that client, how do you get them under contract? And if your goal is to have 10 under contracts at one time, how many do you consistently need to work at? Then I want you to reflect back to the previous week. I want you to think about what happened that last week. Where did you win? Where did you struggle? What were your results? How many contacts did you have? How many did you put under contract? How many appointments did you set? How many people did you talk to and have meaningful conversations? How many quick no's did you get? How many doors did you knock on that didn't open? And why is it important to know all these numbers? It's important because you've got to improve. If you're knocking on a lot of doors that you don't know why they didn't answer, I'm going to tell you there's a couple reasons. Number one, if they were home and you could hear them, it's because you look like a salesperson. That means you're carrying notepads and papers and binders and all these different things that where they look through the door, they're like, salesperson, I'm out. Number two, if you're knocking on the door and you don't hear anybody, you're not looking for signs of life. So that means you've got to engage and look for signs of life, and then only knock on those doors strategically. Walk up and down the street, find homes that are occupied by people, knock on those doors. Watch for people to pull in their driveways. And then be present on the street. I'm walking up down the center of the street in a neighborhood. I'm zigzagging back and forth and back and forth. I'm being very, very programmed in the way that I do this because I want to do this with strategy. I want to be strategic in how I spend my time. I don't want to spend a lot of time getting no's where no one answers the door. So plan out your time so that you're able, that when you're on those doors, you're effective and you're crushing it. Number 2, what are you doing to improve? This is another great time. You should be doing this daily, but you also should be doing this on your off day. Saturday. Saturday's a great off day in which you can improve your skill set. When I first started, I didn't work Saturdays or Sundays ever. Still don't work Saturdays or Sundays. This is a time for you to dedicate Saturdays to improvement. Listen to your recordings. Where are you getting stumped? What things are you hearing that you don't have an answer to? How much time are you talking versus the client? How many questions are you asking? Really dive in and dissect those recordings and listen to your body language. Learn what you need to change about your pitch. Learn what steps you need to take as you listen to what they say and you ask the question. Learn how to have 5 more questions lined up that will go along with the answer you know they're going to give you off of that first response. These are the type of things that you need to do in order to be successful at this, you guys. This is not, hey, let me just wing this and jump out there and I'm going to kill it. There's a lot of strategy. You've got to be very methodical about this. You've got to think through it. So if you're going to be sharp at door to door, make sure that you're putting in the effort. Start with your plan. Start with your execution. Reflect on it. Learn from it. Gather information. Then lastly, make sure, number 3, this is probably by far the most important, is you have the right mindset. Be positive about it. Be positive that you knocked 100 doors. And that's the most doors you've ever knocked in a day. Notice how I said a day, not a week, a day. And you hit 100 doors and you talked to 75 people and you didn't pick up a blasted appointment. That's fine. Congrats on hitting those 75 doors. Put a smile on your face. What did you learn? What can you change? And make a game out of it, getting better each and every day. As you get better at this each and every day, that is where you're going to improve to the point where you are closing every 7 doors like I was when I quit knocking doors. This is how you improve. This is how you increase your knowledge. Get with people that are doing a ton of it. Join our coaching program. Join our role play groups. Invest in yourself, because once you do that and then you put forth the effort, there is no way to fail. So stay positive. Make a game out of it. Know you're going to get this. Guys, no one does door-to-door real estate. And those that do and do it effectively at a high level are wealthy and have a ton of business and have a massive real estate business. So if you're one of those people, whether you're brand new or struggling to have the volume you want and you're wanting to increase it, go do what others don't and increase your knowledge and then build that business. It doesn't matter how you first acquire your business, whether it's friends and family, whether it's cold calling, whether it's door knocking. If you're not winning at cold calling or friends and family, go door knock. Build a massive business that is a repeat and referral client-based business. We are all trying to get to a repeat and referral client-based business that brings us in a ton of money every year, 50, 75 home sales a year off repeat and referral clients that allows us time to do whatever we want to do. Follow these steps, guys. You'll find success. Look forward to hearing from you. Make sure you comment below some of the things that you've learned from watching this, some of the things that you're struggling with. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you'll type in there, Real D2D, I will give you a free coaching consultation. So everybody that types in there, the code word, Real D2D, I'm going to reach out to you directly and we will definitely chat and get you to where we can help you blow up your business. But I'm looking forward to helping you, looking for you to make these changes. Have a massive week and go kill it.